welcome to another edition of On the One and Done. This is a new show that celebrates the greatest funk songs ever created. Please be sure to like, comment, and share the show, and set your alert notifications so as to never miss a video. Thank you very much for your interest and support. I'm your tour guide for this affair, Scott Dr. Jukes Goldfine, lifelong funkateer, DJ, music journalist, author of Everything's on the One, the first guide of funk, and producer of the Truth and Rhythm and Where'd You Get Your Funk From podcasts and videos. In this episode, we're going to be jamming the Ohio Players' 1975 classic, Fire. We will check out a live version, which, by the way, is about twice as long as the album studio version, but we're going to check out the live version so as to avoid YouTube's copyright algorithm that might otherwise block this video. Be sure to support the artists and musicians featured in this episode and all Funk and Stuff channel programming by purchasing their recordings. You can use the link in the description to this video to do so. Also, if they're still performing, get out to those shows. The mission for On the One and Done is to review, analyze, and especially appreciate the amazing music, and in doing so, educate, evaluate, lend insights, and stimulate comment on the songs and artists. From the Ohio Players' 1974 album of the same name, Fire was an absolute head-spinning explosion of irresistible funk, rock, and soul when it came out. There was nothing else like it at that time. It was just coming right after the band's huge hit Skin Tight, and it topped both the R&B and pop charts, catapulting them to superstar status at the time. It also cemented the Ohio Players as my first favorite group. I went on to catch several of their shows in the 1970s. If you check out this book, or if you've already read it, you'll know. But I share a lot of colorful stories about those concert experiences related to the Ohio Players in the book. So be sure to check that out. What was really impressive to me about the Ohio Players, and I loved other bands for this reason as well at the time, it was so impressive that they were totally self-contained. They created the music, they performed the music, they produced the music, and because of that, it was pure, and it was original, and it was unique, and it was funky as hell. So, of course, the Ohio Players' star dimmed toward the late 1970s, and they were surpassed by acts like Parliament Funkadelic, but the Players remain one of the all-time great funk groups, and they're long overdue to be inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I was fortunate enough to interview 4 of the Ohio Players' prime period members in separate Truth and Rhythm episodes, so be sure you check out those shows as well. The entire Fire album more than lives up to its name, so make sure to check out the whole thing if you haven't before as well. Get your hands on it. It's burning my fingers right now. With that, let's do it on the one and done to the Ohio Players' Fire. Here we go. That's their Steve. That's Sugarfoot with the big throw. Sugarfoot. Billy on the keyboards. Diamond on drums. Sad, Pee-wee, and Murray. Marshall Jones on bass. Chet on that guitar. Throw some water on me. When you shake what you got, girl, you got a lot to really something down. Yes, you are. 'Cause you hot, you really shoot your shot. You're dynamite job. Yeah. Oh my goodness, it is so. Pardon saying it, it's just on fire. They're torching that stage. I just can't believe it. Still, all these years later. But 50 years later, it is just still unreal. Billy Beck on the keyboards and the high vocals. Diamond Williams on the drums, one of my favorite drummers of all time, also on the high background vocals. Sugarfoot, a complete legend, originator of that style of owl funky vocalizing on the lead vocals, and that guitar with the signature afro in his eyes and the double neck guitar with the 12 string. And then the horn player, Satch, leader of the group on sax, Merv on trombone and trumpet, Pee Wee on trumpet, and Marshall Jones on bass, man, just in the pocket. Unbelievable. Let's get back to it. Well, I can't stand it.
Make it funky now. Check it out one time.
Come back. Throw some water on him.
Everybody say it one time. I'm in fire. Let me say it now.
Now, the single version was only 3 minutes long. It took out that guitar break and also the percussion break toward the end. I got to mention, with those lights, they reminded me, I was a disc jockey from high school on in the late 70s and through the 80s into the 90s. And it was essential to have, as one of your accoutrements, besides, the killer sound system, was to have lights. Some had fog machines, but I had to have those sirens. I had or the strobe lights, rather. I had the flashing strobes, but I also had those rotating ones in red and I think yellow or green. And this just reminds me of it, Back then, the lights, the whistles, man, they knew how to party. Let's get back to it.
Come on, sing with us.
This is from a midnight special. They allowed them to take over the entire show. It was like an entire concert. I think they were the only one to ever have the entire thing. This wasn't recorded until 1977, a couple years later. It became a hit itself. OHIO. Irv later told me that he hated this one. Giving you the full uncut funk. All 10 minutes of fire. That's right, they had those locking dancers that would tour with them. I always wanted to be able to sing, which I can't, and also to dance like that, which I can't. Yeah, bring it home. Come on, Diamond. Oh, man. Oh, man. Woo! Fire. Man, it's going to be smoking in here for a long time. Now, I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning, but, in the book, it's in the top 25 funk tracks of all time. Comes at number 11. So that just shows you how strong the top 10 is. But Man, that brings back a lot of memories. Some people would say, oh, it's stretched out too far, but I don't think so. I remember when I first heard Fire on the radio, it was the edited version. It was edited to just a little over 3 minutes. They took out the guitar solo in the middle, and they took out some of the Billy Beck screams, and they took out some of the percussion break toward the end. Then when I first heard it on the album, mind completely blown all over again. And then live with what they did with it, man, what little mind I had left was blown forever. So thank you, Ohio players. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did again. That wraps up this edition of On the One and Done. Support the artists and musicians featured in this episode and all Funk and Stuff channel programming by purchasing their recordings and attending their performances if they're still out there doing it. The Ohio players are still out there doing it, so go see their show. Please drop down in the comments what other songs you would like featured on this program. It's your show. Don't forget that. With that, until next time, this is Scott, Dr. GX Goldfine, saying, keep on vibrating to the rhythm of the one.